welcome back to Lunch Table Talks with Juan Mendez. I'm your host, and this, fellas, is going to be a really, really special one. I just got a feeling, man. I just got a feeling it's going to be. I'm joined by two amazing people, two roommates, my neighbors, in Dashawn Derr and in Christopher Facenda. Very special people here, good friends of mine, and people that I, from the beginning, wanted to have on this podcast. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves a little bit, and we're going to start with Dashawn here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your major, stuff like that.
All right. Yeah. Hello. It's great to have me on here. I really appreciate it. My name is Dashawn Derr, and I really enjoy rap music. I also am majoring in supply chain management here at Penn State University. I'm a freshman here, and I work at Walmart. That's
Hell
great.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. How are you, Chris?
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm from Philly, and I'm a secondary education major with a focus in social studies. Photography on the side, guitar on the side. Other than that, Sean's my roommate. We're here. And thanks, Juan, for having us. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. I do love the concept that you guys are roommates, but you're so different. Like you guys are super different.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That
That is so true.
I'm not gonna contest that.
Yeah, so that's a great thing that I wanted to also talk about through the podcast and with the topics that I'm going to introduce as we go on.
Okay.
But hometowns, where are you guys from?
All right. So I'm actually from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour away from State College. Like here, it's more northeastern. It's north central PA, like more so around that area.
There you go. Williamsport.
Yeah, Williamsport.
Gotcha.
Home in Little League.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Little League World Series. Yeah.
I did not know that. That's in the summer, right?
A bunch of towards the end of the summer, a bunch of 12-year-olds from all around the world, whichever countries they're coming from, will come there and congregate and play baseball against each other.
I love that. I heard it's really fun to watch as well.
Yeah, it really is, especially when you're younger and you're their age and you get to go up and like actually meet the players. Like they're kind of like mini celebrities, you know what I mean? Like they go down in a huge parade, like in floats. They sign your baseballs for you and everything.
And little celebrities, yeah. That's pretty sick. Williamsport. I never heard of it before, but
no one has.
I am from Columbia and Miami. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris? Where are you from?
So I'm from Philadelphia, or at least that's what I'll say. I grew up in Virginia, and I moved around a lot. I also lived in North Carolina for some time. My mom's job dragged us all over the place. But I lived in Philadelphia for the past 3 or 4 years now, so longer than anywhere else I've ever lived. And so that's why I always call it like my home when anybody ever asks, like, hey, I'm from Philly, because that's where I came up. That's where I thrive, and I am who I am today because of that place. And so that's
there
why
you go. Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia.
I really love.
There it is. So now that we introduced the hometowns, what is one thing you love about your hometown and one thing you despise, that you just hate about your hometown? Chris, bro, go ahead.
Oh man,
there's a lot of things in Philly that yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one of the largest cities in the country, so it's definitely got a lot going on. Man, one of the things that I just absolutely love about the city is it's just so colorful, and I think more so than people give it credit for. Especially people from outside the city, they'll definitely give Philly a bad rap for being like a really dangerous, dirty place.
Yeah,
and it's true. It is. It's one of the. It's true for the most part, and this ties into the one of the parts I don't like is, it's one of the poorest major cities in the United States. A quarter to a third of our population lives under the poverty line. And so, it's definitely sad, and you see it when you're there. But at the same time, like, it's a vibrant, beautiful city. Every block you go, there's a mural. There's a giant mural. There's some sort of art installation. There's all sorts of boutiques and hippie areas, and the skyscrapers are beautiful, and parks and all that stuff. So
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, absolutely.
That's good. How about you, Dashawn?
Well, I'll start off with the negatives so we can end on a positive note for it. But the one thing I don't like about where I'm from is the people. And I know that, and for my age group at least, because everybody there, it just seems that when you're poor and you're broke and you don't have much success in your life, that's when you're real. Like you're the realest person. But once you start seeing some successes, start making more money, start doing better than other people might be doing in life, that's when they start to like hate on you, and you see that happen with everybody. Like just nobody wants to be left behind. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of very annoying because, like, for example, when I got my scholarship here, I told my friends and my teachers, and I've even had some teachers be like, they didn't degrade me, but like really like scoff at me or give me like dirty looks. Like nobody wants to see each other winning there, which I really am upset about. But what I do like about it is that it's not too big and it's not too small. And we have for not within the school, but within the city as a whole, it is pretty diverse. So I never feel uncomfortable because there's always people that I'm comfortable around that are always around me. And when I say that, I mean people like me, because like I identify as like being black. I'm mixed, so the technical government term is mulatto, so black and white. And I just figured out being here at Penn State, I do get a little bit uncomfortable that everybody here seems to be predominantly white.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel as though that some of my culture, like for example, I was wearing a scarf on my head the other night, and some people came in the room and like were like, "Whoa, like what are you doing?" And like that's kind of like normal, like where I'm from with like the other black people around me. But for white people to see that, it's kind of like, what is that? And it makes me kind of like feels like I have to change myself a little bit to like fit in. But that's why I like Williamsport and I miss home a little bit, because it's more diverse.
More diverse, for sure. Definitely more diverse than here.
Yeah.
But I do like what you mentioned, even though it's a bad thing. Yeah, in smaller towns, you notice how a lot of people, it's more competition. They see somebody do better and they're like, oh, I don't like him anymore. Like he forgot about us, like that whole thing. But it really isn't the case. Like it's just some people, what do you think causes that? What do you think causes people to hate once you like rise in those words?
That's a great question, because for me, I personally, I mean, it has happened. Like I've caught myself being upset at people for like doing really good in life, and like not to say that it's natural, like to give an excuse to it, but I feel as though it's mostly just jealousy, because you want to work towards those goals and be there, and you're not there yet, and you're seeing other people get there, and like it's also kind of like self-destructive, at least in my mindset, because I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, what am I doing wrong that they're doing right? Why are they getting this and I'm not? I'm putting in as much work, or maybe even more, and receiving half the benefits. It just really upsets some people to just see that their hard work goes unnoticed.
Absolutely.
I think if I can add to that too, is like I've lived in some small towns too, and I think what you see from this is that small towns, they're almost like dead end places. People don't really have much places to go. There's not much going on other than you're a farmer or you're this or that, whatever that specific community is inept in. And so when people rise above that and go beyond that, people look at that and almost like as if it was an alien, right? And they're like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? Why are you doing that? That's not what we do. And you're going out beyond that. And like Sean said, they see it as almost like you stabbing them in the back, when in reality it's much more than that. But this is what I wanted to add to that. Yeah,
it is way more than that. But that is, I never really thought about that, but that's evident like everywhere, honestly. But it's specifically in towns like that. But I wouldn't expect it to be like that in a town, like you said, that's more diverse than usual. If you imagine it was less diverse, it would probably be even worse.
Oh, for sure.
Big problem. That'd be a big problem.
I actually used to live in a smaller town before I moved to the city of Williamsport. I grew up, and in my graduating class I had 50 kids. My family was the only black family in the entire school. So like when I started, when I was actually second in my class. And like just because I was like not white, they hated on me so much more for doing well. And it's like, I'm putting in as much work as you guys are. Like I'm earning my second place spot in the class. It's not like I was just gifted this because I was black. You know what I mean?
That has nothing to do with the achievements. It has nothing to do with it.
Right.
But yeah, that is a good concept to talk about. And I'm going to try to segue that into the next topic, which is completely different, actually.
That's fine.
But I do want to bring it up because I don't know how much influence the place you guys grew up with has on your music taste, but I know it's very different. I hear it from my dorm sometimes.
Sorry.
But I love it because I do catch a little bit of songs from Sean, for example, and his favorite artist. We're going to talk about that. And from Chris and the music he listens to, the guitar that you mentioned as well. So let's start with Dashawn. What type of music do you like? Who in specific, or how did you come up to liking those artists?
All right. Ever since I was younger, the first person I could always think off my head when somebody was like, "Who are your favorite like artists like of like all time?" Drake has to be number one for me. Man. Might be because I'm light skinned. I don't know. But his music is very like his target audience just reaches like everybody. I feel like maybe you may not like his music, but like it can be like good background music, like for a party or something. Like you may not want to dance to it, but it's like you're not upset that the song's on, like ever, for the most part. And then after that, I would say like NBA YoungBoy, and then after him, I really listened to like young, like undercover, like not undercover, underground artists from Philadelphia. Actually, I'm not from Philly, but I like to visit there and everything. And I feel as though one of the reasons why I like finding underground artists is because they're not mainstream, and I'm not one of those people that after they go mainstream, I stop liking them. Like, because I'm happy for their success and stuff, but it is nice to be able to listen to something that's not on the radio 24/7 all of the time. But to go back to the question of how much the community I grew up in influenced me, I feel like for Drake, even though when I was first growing up at that predominantly white school in Montgomery, Drake was still popular there. Like I was saying, because it hits a variety of people, and in the city of Williamsport, it had everybody listened to Drake. So I definitely feel as though that I was always hearing Drake all of the time. So it made me kind of like him more. But for NBA YoungBoy and the underground artists I listened to, that was really just more like a personal thing. A lot of people don't like NBA YoungBoy or the underground artists I listen to in Philly. Like I promise you, I'm not the person you hand the aux when you get in the car at the party. People are not gonna enjoy it, but I do. And I don't always just listen to those music, like that music. That's just my favorite because I feel as though I'm a lover of music, and in order to do that, you need to like more than one genre. Like I'm okay with listening to rock music, screamo, even like when people listen to dubstep, country. Like they're not all my favorite songs, but I believe that there are good songs within those genres.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you can't just like one thing. But I think we all have preferences for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't like just one thing. But about Drake, he's like the most like I guess like everybody can like Drake in terms of everybody that like doesn't associate him with a certain demographic.
Yeah.
So that's what I do like about his music, and he's the greatest right now. He's the best hip hop artist of this whole like this is like the 2000s, right?
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah, exactly. He just, like I said earlier, he just reaches like all the target audiences, and he doesn't rap about stuff that only certain people can relate to. Like NBA YoungBoy will rap about like street stuff, and like if you're not in the streets, like you may not even understand what type of like words he's using.
The language
like
is different.
You know what I mean? And like Drake just can relate to everybody. He raps about heartbreak, just having fun, like living in the moment, like stuff like that. And everybody can relate to that, really.
Absolutely. Drake, huge artist. I do like Drake myself a little. So, I mean, who doesn't?
Can't go wrong with Drake.
Can't go wrong with Drake. So, the six. So, how about you, Chris? From North Carolina, Virginia, and Philly.
Yeah, no. So, growing up in the South, I was definitely surrounded a lot by country music, right? So, a lot of like old T Swift, Darius Rucker, guys along those lines. And so that was just kind of what I've listened to for like the first maybe half of my life, even. And I didn't really start branching off and kind of doing my own or listening to my own kind of music. Like until later on. And one of the first mediums that started to happen with was American Idol.
American Idol?
Yeah, when I was growing up, my family loved watching American Idol. And so you'd have all sorts of people from all sorts of different kind of genres come up there and sing. And I can remember the first guy that I really latched onto, and I was like, man, this guy's really awesome, was Phelps. Now, have you ever listened to his...
I remember him.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
2011.
about? Something like that. Yeah, he won one of his American Idol season. And if you listen to his music, it's not terribly off from country because it does have a lot of country elements. But at the moment, I thought, oh, wow, this is so cool. This is so different for me. And that from there, I think that is what sparked my kind of like my love for like folk and like indie music going on forward. So getting me into bands like the Lumineers or Mumford & Sons, and then into Monsters of Men and guys like those, and just continued like kind of my music taste evolving. I think even growing too, because like Sean said earlier, like
keeps expanding,
expanding, and also have kind of a well-rounded understanding or appreciation for music.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you can't just love one genre of music strictly and be like, oh, I'm a lover of music. No, you're a lover of rap or you're a lover of country or whatever. No, if you want to be a lover of music, expand your horizons. And I think that's where like kind of the urban environments that I've lived in come into play. Because when I moved to Allentown, which is where I lived before Philadelphia, so it's still a decently sized city, and so it's still pretty diverse for what it was, being surrounded by people who listen to literally every type of genre you could possibly think of. You know what I mean? You definitely hear a lot of it, and then from there you can say, oh, I really attach onto this and keep going on with that. And Philadelphia obviously only made that even or expand that even more so with things like rock and even rap. Like I used to hate rap like
Mhm.
a couple years ago, but in the past few years, I had a lot of friends who listen to rap, and now
Yeah.
my roommate is a huge rap listener. I've definitely eased up onto it, and you know, it's just an evolving thing, and I can only imagine what 10 years or 20 years from now I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
listening to. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't expect
So-
you don't know what's gonna happen in music.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
always changing.
For sure, and all the new types of genres that are coming out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But yeah, you made a really good point. Like you can like music. You can I love this genre in
Mhm.
specific, but you got to learn how to appreciate other genres.
Sure.
Maybe you don't like them.
Right.
Maybe you're like
for sure.
I will
Mhm.
never listen to that ever.
Yeah, for sure.
But then once somebody plays it that enjoys it, you're like, yeah, I can see why you like this. I can really see
Mhm.
why you enjoy this type of music.
Yeah. For example, the playlist you sent me.
Okay.
It was. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Oh,
Juan.
man.
Not every song in there was my thing, but I listened to it and I was like, "Dang, this is actually pretty cool." Like it's definitely completely different. And like you said, it's the genres. Those are the genres of the future.
Yeah.
I understood that, and I was like, "Okay, good for you, Juan." I think you should show. I think you should show more people that. But that's my take on that.
Yeah, he's talking about hyperpop. I have
Blade.
yeah, I started listening to. I discovered Young Lean in 2018. Young Lean, and then I discovered Blade, who he works with very frequently, and I listened to basically Blade's entire discography and enjoyed the whole thing. And I was like, I want more of this, so I just kept on going and going. And hyperpop eventually became popular due to other artists like his name is AJ Cook. Charlie XCX is doing hyperpop now. I don't know if you guys remember her. Charlie XCX, the
Ooh, cannot say that.
Fancy?
I'm familiar.
remember Fancy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, her.
Like,
She,
I'm so fancy.
yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, she does hyperpop now.
Really?
Yeah. So artists like that, they're like, oh, look at this new genre,
Yeah.
and like, let me just hop in and see what I
Sure.
can do. So everybody's like trying it out and stuff like that at this moment.
Mhm.
But I did like it from the early
Mhm.
at times where it was developing. But now there's a lot of SoundCloud artists as well, like underground, like you said,
Yeah.
Dashawn, that are like, instead of trying out like emo rap or street rap or anything like that, they're like, oh, let me try hyperpop
Mhm.
because it's the
Mhm.
thing that's popping right now,
Mhm.
and everybody's like hungry for it because they're just curious to see what it's like.
Mhm.
So yeah, that entire playlist is hyperpop, and some of them are really questionable because the autotune, like the autotune makes it.
Funny.
That's what makes it hit or miss, to be
Mm.
honest. Because the beats are amazing, the melodies are amazing, but it's just like the autotune. You're like, when you show it to somebody, then you realize like, what the hell am I listening to?
Right.
Like, right? Like you enjoy it yourself, but then you show somebody and you expect them to.
Mhm.
Like as soon as you play it, you're like, wait, I enjoy this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I know
Sean
for
and
a
I were
fact.
thinking when we were listening to when you were in our room a couple weeks ago, and you were playing the songs you had aux. We were like, okay, I can get down. This is a vibe. You know what I mean?
Right, it's just different. You
Yeah,
know what I
it's
mean,
different.
if something's
It's
new to you,
different,
it's very hard to accept like new things when you're just like so like prone to listening to like being like tunnel vision, being closed minded. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like not
closed-minded.
wanting to listen to hyperpop just because you
Mhm.
never heard of it.
There you go. But yeah, so hyperpop, I still stand that's gonna be the like the genre of the future. Like I still think it is. But yeah, I also listen to like a little bit of everything, like Hispanic music.
Sure.
I love Hispanic music.
yeah.
I have like random like love songs in Spanish that I also listen to because I grew up with those.
Yeah.
And then I love rap. You got me a little bit into NBA YoungBoy too.
Yeah, a little
I'll be
bit.
honest, because I love like Uzi, Young Thug, Cardi, Chief Keef. But I never thought of NBA YoungBoy and like how I do now because I always thought like, oh, everybody makes fun of him. Let me
Yeah.
just join
Yeah.
in.
Oh my gosh.
But he makes pretty good music. It's
Mhm.
just I don't know. The overall, it's just the overall like if you how do I say this? If somebody knows you listen to him, they automatically assume something about you.
Oh
That's
yeah,
fair.
Automatically.
you
For
are
sure.
stealing and robbing people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
spit
they
in his casket.
exactly. Like they automatically assume about you.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't post. I listen to YoungBoy probably every day,
Mhm.
but I never post them on my story on my Instagram
Yeah,
because that's like gonna put an image on me that
you're gonna get a
I.
stigma. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just listen to it by myself on my own.
I get
So,
that.
but I do enjoy his music. But yeah, so music, I love talking about it. I really do.
No, music is
Mhm.
amazing.
But now we can segue that into another thing that kind of has to do with like you guys and your personalities, how they differ.
Okay.
So music is pretty different, but you
Sure.
you guys enjoy what each other likes and vice versa and all that.
Yeah.
Now something else that I came across. Chris is a photographer, great
Mhm.
photographer by the way,
I try.
and oh yeah, Dude, I love
Thanks,
it, bro.
man.
I
Appreciate
love it. So we've done a few photo shoots, one in specific, and we noticed how different our fashion senses are.
Oh,
Like they're really different.
for sure.
Yeah.
Us three.
Mhm.
So that's what I want to ask, Chris.
Yeah.
For you, what makes a good outfit in these scenarios? Ready?
Okay.
Like a dinner date, like a
Okay.
fancy dinner date.
Okay.
Do like a going out with friends,
Sure.
and then what's your like casual?
Ooh, interesting.
So
All right.
let's get it
So
started.
for like a dinner date, like if I'm going out with like a girl, or are you talking about like at like like in an event? Is that what you're talking
Well, it could be a guy, like.
Okay, bro. Don't hold me, bro. Don't hold me.
Could be a girl, could be a guy, could be a like.
All right, let's just say it's a nice dinner.
A
Like,
nice
really
dinner.
Okay, sure. Okay. So
Yeah.
for that, it would be like probably my nice blue like khaki pants I have.
Yeah.
My dress shoes and like an ironed like maybe a blue button up, just like something like that. And if I was really feeling it, maybe a jacket too, like a coat. And if it was like a really formal thing, obviously a tie would be incorporated with that as well.
Tie goes in.
If I'm going out to dinner like with you guys, for example, or like the rest of the gang, we were going downtown. Honestly, it would depend on how I was feeling that day. But if I really just wanted to like be like business casual, maybe some like shorts with the button up and probably like sneakers or like nicer shoes. And then the third scenario, I'm sorry, what was that one? Or
wait, the third one was, it was like the casual. Yeah, that's the casual now.
oh, just going about your day.
Yeah.
Oh, so even on a regular day, I'll wear a button up with shorts and Sperry's. My Sperry's.
Oh,
You can't
yeah.
go wrong with Sperry's.
The Sperry's, dude.
No, or I mean, I really don't mind also walking around like with a t-shirt. And right now, like I'm wearing like this teal like long sleeve shirt with a bathing suit with a weird looking bathing suit. So like I don't really care what I wear like on the regular day. But yeah, my idea of like drip, and nice clothes is button up shirt, Sperry's, and khaki shorts or pants.
There you go. The pants do add that more formal.
Yeah, for
according to what
sure.
you said.
Yeah, for sure. If I'm wearing the shorts, I feel like I'm being a little more. That's me being laid back.
Yeah.
That's me like I'm at the beach. I'm going to a party or I'm just hanging around. Stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
How about you, Dashawn? Let's go with let's do like a fancy dinner date or something like that. What's your go-to on that one first?
So for a fancy dinner date, like the way, and I just want to just first start off, the way that I was brought up, not having money, you look at people who do have money and you envision yourself being like them. Like you want to be like that because they do have money. And that's the ultimate goal. They teach you in school. You want to get a good job in order to support your family. That's why you need to do good in school to go to college in order to make more money. So I like to try and dress like more, try to look better than what I should probably be spending.
Yeah. Okay.
So like if it's a dinner date and I'm going out with a shorty,
Yeah.
I would wear like for my pants, I would wear like chinos or slacks. I gotta wear some type of designer belt, a Louis belt or my Ferragamo. I would wear for sure. For my shoes, just any type of like dress shoes. They don't need, like, I don't have enough money to buy red bottoms, and I don't like buying fake things because like would be very embarrassing to be called out on that. So just like a pair of normal dress shoes, and then a button up if I'm going out for a dinner, because like I feel as though that's about as fancy as I can get without spending too much money. Unless I wear a turtleneck with my 2 chains over top of that. I think that looks very good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a turtleneck for sure.
Yeah.
So the whole essence is to make a really good first impression as well, right?
Yeah,
that's the main thing.
Right? And
I'm
wearing watch, earrings. I'll wear my glasses, even though I always wear my contacts, because like to look like fancier, I feel like having glasses just accentuates.
It does add to it. It does add to it.
Cherry on top.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
How about for you guys? How about the hairstyle in that situation? What do you go for?
For my hairstyle, right now my hair is too short to style it, so I just have waves. So I just make sure that my hair is cut. Like if I'm going out to eat, I cut my own hair. I make sure I cut my hair like that day, so I look like nice and crisp.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
For me, like if it's like an important event or something, or even like just going out on a date, I would probably get a haircut either the day of or the day before. Like you said, be as like fresh as you can in the moment. But if it's just going out to dinner, or if it's just spontaneous or whatever, I'll just put my hair off to the side like it is now, or depending on how it's going that day, I'll maybe part it down the middle or something like that. But just nothing too crazy with my hair, I would say.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impressions are definitely everything.
For
First
like
impression.
for like just a casual day, like I would just wear out like to go hang out with my friends. Never go wrong with white low Air Force Ones. I wear them every single day and buy a new pair every 2 or 3 months.
They always
Get rid
gotta
of
look
the
good.
old one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hate seeing beat up.
Oh my
Air Force
goodness.
Ones.
The Air
Dick
Force,
Forces, bro.
yes, the Air Forces here at college are tan, like brownish. I'm like, they're supposed to be white. Like, bro, I'll buy you a pair. Like, they're not that expensive. I got you. Bro, I would just wear some jeans that have like holes in them. If I do wear a belt, it could be a normal belt or a designer one. Like, because it's not really. Because if I bought a designer belt, like I want to get my worth out of it, like wear it as much as I can, and really just like probably a Nike tee or a Nike hoodie, something like that. Nothing too much, or even just like a white t-shirt or just a white wife beater would be like my casual look.
That's the casual look.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, you just reminded me of that the Air Forces.
The Air Force.
Like a lot of people like kind of also beat them up on purpose for like the aesthetic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That makes me mad a little bit.
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand it with
I'll
Vans.
be honest. With Vans, yeah, like Converse, that as well. But like, and that, like an Air Force One looks so much better when it's
Crisp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, how do you walk to like not crease them and stuff, or do you not? care
I'm
about
being
that?
so serious. All right. All the tips for you.
What you got?
When you're walking, try not to like bend your heel like up, like when you're taking your step, because it's gonna bend them. So what you want to do is like kind of walk like more just like up and down than bending your feet. It's like a penguin waddle, honestly.
You gotta bring your knees a little higher.
Yeah, and what you do with your toes is you curl them up so that way the shoe fits tighter, and then that's how you walk. So that way, even if you do like get a little like bend it a little bit when your feet are gripped up like that, it won't crease them as much. And when you're putting and
dude, I'm telling you, bro, I just don't see why. What's the point? But anyway, good.
Yeah, and then your toes will cramp up. They will hurt. And also you when you're putting them away at night, don't use the cardboard pieces that they give you when you first buy the shoes. Get a pair of double socks, flip them inside out, and tuck them into your sneakers in order to preserve the creases.
See, I did not know about that.
Yeah.
It probably does do a lot for it. Now, before we move on to this next topic, Chris, would you ever get some Air Force Ones?
No. No. I am not a believer in buying like excessive amounts of shoes, and then also shoes that cost more than like $100.
Air
Those are
Forces
essentials.
cost $90.
They cost that. They cost
Under
it's not my style either. Look, for me, I'm happy if I've got a pair of tennis shoes that I can walk around, like run around and all that kind of stuff, and get money like I have that every year. And also just shoes I can wear when I want to look nice, right? Or like the Sperry's that I have, I'll just wear them if I'm walking around. I don't want to wear my tennis shoes that day. That's perfectly fine for me. And also like making sure that you're doing your absolute best to take care of them. That I also don't really think too much about, because it's like they're shoes, as long as they keep my feet comfortable and dry and safe or whatever, and I get from point A to point B just fine, or I can look nice or whatever, and that for that evening or whatever, like that's fine by me. Like my nice dress shoes, like I'll try my best to take care of them, but they have scratches, they got a few stains on them. But for me, that doesn't bother me, because one, I don't really care. Two, it's just like I said earlier, as long as they do the job they're meant to do, that's all that matters.
There you go. A lot of people have different approaches to shoes. I think mine is like everything I buy now. I try to go thrifting a lot to buy cheap items, because the like clothes, I just see it as I can mix up colors nicely and stuff. But shoes, I feel like I have to have a specific color for every outfit. Like I gotta have the white shoe or the black shoe or the boots.
I agree.
Exactly. Like I always spend a little more on shoes than anything else.
No, and I get that.
But it always depends.
That's fair. And I always tell people all the time, like, out of everybody in our group, you and Sean have the best, I think, drip out of everybody. Like seriously, like you guys, that's right, sauce gods. You guys have really good like styles and outfits. I mean, they're different from each other, but they're also really awesome. I can tell you guys. I can tell you guys put a lot of attention into that, and I think people appreciate that. That's just not my riff.
Well, we appreciate that, Chris.
Thank you. we try.
Yeah,
always. Yeah, honestly, I'm glad I discovered thrifting even though it became popular because of TikTok and stuff like that. But it's really fun to do when you find a good item, because you could find brand stuff in there too. And when you do, you're like, jackpot. I hit the jackpot.
Right.
But moving on a little bit here in Lunch Table Talks, the main idea of it is sports in some way or another, because not everybody likes sports, but you could always talk about it and enjoy it. That is why I have a very special question about sports to you guys.
Okay.
And so I'm going to bring it up this way. Our friend Luke brought this up when we were watching a game yesterday. Luke from episode 1, by the way. He reminded us how Aaron Donald had a fight in a bar with a specific individual, and he obviously won. He's Aaron Donald. He's basically made of steel. huge. Can one of you guys look up for me his height and weight as we go? But Chris is going to do that for us right now. And I don't know why. I just started to wonder, like, is there a pro athlete that I could beat in a fight? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not me. I'm 5'7", probably 120 pounds. But how about you guys? The question is, which famous athlete could you take in a fight?
Oof.
Any sport.
I instantly have my answer.
Instantly have an answer?
Yes. So, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant?
He is a stick. I promise you. I promise you, if I punch him one time, whatever bone I'm hitting is breaking.
For real?
No, like I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of hard to fight because he's taller.
He's tall as heck. He's
so
like
his reach,
6'11", dude.
Yeah, so his reach would be crazy. But I just genuinely feel like he wouldn't be able to pack like a huge punch, because I was watching a video of him actually the other day, like benching. Yeah, and I can bench more than him, and it's just crazy to me. And I'm not a super huge dude or anything like that. It's just crazy to me that like you can be a professional athlete, be so weak. Because I know that basketball is more so like technicality, like knowing how to shoot a ball and like being able to jump, and that's why I love basketball as a sport, because like really anybody can play it. Yeah. You could be bigger, smaller, it really doesn't matter. Muggsy Bogues, shortest basketball player, he played. Like anybody can play that sport, but I really genuinely feel as though that I could probably beat Kevin Durant in a fight. I would say.
Really
interesting.
Yeah. Like right now in the hallway, KD just steps up to you. You can take him in a fight.
I'll slap me. And also, you have to have like, to me, like I kind of like fighting a little bit, and like you have to have the mindset going into it that you're gonna win. Because if you don't, like, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Like, I wouldn't fight Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but if he wanted to fight me, I'm not gonna like just back down. Like, I'd have to like in my head, like, I can do this, I can win. We all know I would not, but you gotta think like that. Yeah,
it's the mindset. Hell yeah. Chris, how tall and what's the weight on
Aaron Donald? Is 6'1" and he's 284 pounds.
Almost 300.
Yeah.
At
pure muscle.
Pure muscle.
That's exactly what that is. Absolutely pure muscle.
That's what you have. An NFL player, like a D tackle, you're usually at 6'5", 320 as a D tackle. This guy is 6'1", almost 300, and that's when you know you're pure muscle. You're a bull. You're a bull. Honestly. And that's why he's the best defender in the entire league. Like, he's incredible. But yeah, he would kill me.
Oh yeah, no, he would kill anybody. I wouldn't be able to go against him.
Oh, absolutely not. But who do you think you could take in a fight, Chris? Any famous athlete, any sport,
man.
Anything.
That's an amazing question.
And then
I'm gonna have to concede the fact that I don't know much about sports. So it's a very limited list of names.
I can give you some names.
So I'm thinking about some of my names right now. Before I say anything, you said you have a list already?
I have like a few names that I wanted to bring up and see if you guys think you could beat them up.
All right.
You go first.
All right. So I was thinking, I was like, Messi's pretty short. You're gonna beat up Messi.
Yeah,
like he's a short guy. Like I would be taller than him. We'll see. Again, I'm a terrible fighter. He's a soccer player. He's got legs. Bro. Look, all you gotta do is, for those of you who don't know, I have a prosthetic leg on my left leg. So this is just pure metal right here. Pure metal shield on my left side. So he tries to go in for the kick with those monster legs of his. Bah! Broken shin. He's instantly. Ooh. So all I gotta do is take this jank off. Bah! So I feel like I have an advantage. So Messi, watch out, bro.
There you go. Messi is not a threat. It's just a...
No, yeah. For legal reasons, that was a joke.
That's only a joke, Messi. Chris loves Argentina.
I do. I really love Argentina. I think you're an amazing player.
He has a tattoo, and it is the sun from the flag of Argentina. Yeah. So Messi, don't take it seriously. But yeah, he's like 5'7", 60 is my guess.
Oh yeah,
Like
no,
that.
way
Something like that. Something like that. Probably. Yeah, 160 sounds
Sure.
about right.
Mhm.
I actually was gonna mention Messi.
Oh, were you?
could you beat up Messi and stuff like that?
Easily.
Okay, Dashawn,
Yeah.
could you beat up Cristiano Ronaldo?
I feel I don't know. The reason why I say I don't know is
Mhm.
because like also like with Messi, like my same argument for him would be that
Mhm.
soccer players are quick. They
Mhm.
practice agility like a lot. So
Yeah.
I feel as though that like he'd be really fast. And I know for me personally, I'm more of like a heavy hitter more so than like a fast fighter. I wouldn't be able to dodge his punches, I feel. So
Mhm.
no, I don't think so. And he seems way more in shape than me. Like when you're fighting, like unless you've been in fights, you don't realize
Mhm.
how tired you get so fast.
Mhm.
Like if somebody put you in the ring and said fight for 3 minutes straight, I promise you're gonna be done a minute and a half in.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be tired. Because it's not just you wasting your energy like giving blows, like you're also taking punches. You know what I mean?
Right.
Taking punches, moving around, like the stamina you gotta have for boxing and the UFC too is insane.
For
Crazy.
sure.
It's insane. Even more a street fight because it's not controlled. You can just run around anywhere basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, Cristiano has stamina. He has
Yeah.
stamina, but he's like 6'1", I believe.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen him. He's fucking ripped.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was gonna say, and he looks like he knows how to fight too. So I
Yeah,
don't know
the
if
man
I
is
would wanna...
he's just a freaking tank. He's a
Yeah.
tank. He's just a tank. So I would, but okay. Do you think you could take him like in a fight?
I feel as though I have a chance. Like,
You got a
it's gonna be
chance, right?
50-50. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna lose for
It's a
sure.
fair fight.
I
Yeah.
say give myself 60%, him 40% chance to win.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad. You see the confidence. You gotta come in with
I
confidence.
told you, gotta be confident.
Exactly. Now let me show you this specific soccer player.
Cristiano, you can come in now.
Whoa, wait.
Come in. That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, bro, it really would.
That'd be so terrifying.
Walk the walk, Sean.
After the fight, I'm like, can I get a picture?
Can I get a picture?
So overall, yeah, soccer players are not the most like physically like strong, at least what you expect.
Yeah.
But there's some exceptions, and I want to show you guys a picture of this player.
Okay.
He said he doesn't like exercise in the gym that much. Like he's naturally like this.
Oh man.
His name is Adama Traore. He is from Spain.
Holy smokes.
I feel like I know who you're
Yeah,
gonna show
they
me.
say he's the fastest player as well,
Really?
and
I believe
he's like
it.
that.
Dang, those thighs. Those are some Saquon
He's
thighs.
like
right there, bro.
Saquon. Look at this.
Yes, as I already knew you were gonna show me him. Yes.
Yep.
I have
Adama,
friends
dude.
like him that literally, it makes me so mad. A little bit off topic, but I work out and like it's so hard for me to like, I'm a hard gainer, so it's hard for me to get stronger.
Mhm.
And to see people who literally don't go to the gym and just
Yep.
be jacked,
Swole,
and shredded,
swole for
it
no
makes
reason.
me so mad.
Yeah,
like I'm
absolutely.
happy for you, bro. I'm just very jealous.
Exactly. It's so common to be like jealous of like, yeah, these guys that are like huge.
Oh yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Yeah, and people like that don't work out. Like don't
Yeah,
go to the
especially if you
gym
don't
like that.
work for it. Like if you work for it, oh, it's like cool. I
It was
respect
just
you.
given to you.
If
Yeah.
it's just given, like God given to you, it's just like, oh, I'm unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
My
like
noodle arms.
Did not win the
Exactly.
gene lottery.
the gene lottery. That's
Yeah.
a real thing. That's
Yeah,
a real
for
thing.
sure,
That's 100%
100%.
a real thing. Now let's go into a little bit of like weirder sports with the same question. Let's see, Michael Phelps, Dashawn. Michael Phelps. Let me see how tall. Let me see some stuff about him.
He's
6 foot, I think.
He's pretty like broad shouldered. Like he
Yeah.
looks like
Oh my god.
huge.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Geez, I don't know, because like once
He's-
again with swimming, I've been swimming with Chris actually, because he's a swimmer.
Mhm.
Won multiple medals swimming in Philadelphia. The stamina once again, like to swim, like I'm literally doing a lap up and back, like swallowing water out of breath. And for him
Yeah.
to have world records,
Yep.
like
Most decorated
Olympic
Olympian in
record,
all time.
yes, like
Mhm.
that's crazy. I really don't know. I think, but once again though, like how tall is he? Like you,
I just checked. I did not expect this. He's 6'4", 198.
Whoa, really? I didn't know that.
6'4",
6'4",
190.
198.
Okay, I'm
Oh, wow.
6'1" and I weigh 193,
I was gonna
and
say,
that's
yeah.
not, and I'm not cut. That's
Yeah.
kind of some fat and water retention.
Yeah,
I'm
he's a
losing-
slim
I'm
guy
losing.
though. He's not like he's
I'm
not
losing.
huge. The thing is with swimming is you don't want to get bulky like that because it obviously like adds a lot of weight and it slows you down. You want to be toned and you obviously want to be strong in the right places,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
you don't want to be a jacked guy.
Yeah,
So honestly, he's definitely got the height and you probably have the reach on you too. But
yeah.
I think it'd be a decently fair fight. It wouldn't be a lopsided.
Between me and him, or you and him?
No, you and him.
Mm.
I mean, it'd be a little more lopsided because you're taller than me and you're definitely
Yeah.
stronger than I am. But
Mhm.
I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of taller already being 6'1", and when I see anybody taller than me, I immediately feel like intimidated and like threatened. And it's not even their fault. They're taller than me, and nobody's usually taller than me, so it's like, you got a problem? Like, you think you're better than me?
What's up with you, bro?
off the bat, like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah,
exactly. That happens to me a lot. Like, I'm average height in Colombia. Here, the average is like 5'10", something like that.
Sure.
So I'm used to it. I'm pretty used to it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Michael Phelps would beat my ass.
Sorry, Juan.
Yeah, dude, I didn't expect he would be like
I didn't know
6'4",
he was that tall.
198.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, swimmers, the conditioning.
Yeah, but think about it, he's 6'4", but he's only 198 pounds.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not even 200. That's crazy.
Exactly. And there's another one. This is a tricky one as well.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys feel about this one, but he would murder me because he's basically my height as well, a little shorter. I'm just gonna say Manny Pacquiao.
I'm losing. I'm taking But there's no way. Promise you, not
Manny
even 15
Pacquiao.
seconds, my back is gonna be on the ground. I already know.
Bro, do you think you could take it down with like body shots?
Yes.
Yeah.
I honestly can say that, and it's because, and I also say it because I know that my core isn't the strongest, because I've actually practiced taking body shots from like my brother. Like, we'll just sit there with our hands behind our back and like do like 1, 2, 3, and like as soon as you unclench your abs, you feel all of it, and it's like an aftershock. Like kind of it hurts, and like especially if they catch you like on like the lower left side of like your stomach, yeah, that it knocked the wind out of you. Like, he couldn't even have to go for a headshot. It's like, even if I knew he couldn't go for headshots and I was defending my body, he would punch through my arms. I still feel that, like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. What if it was like, yeah, like UFC, like also kicking is involved? How do your chances go up with that?
I like when I fight, I prefer to
Or like wrestling too. He's not a big wrestler.
he's not a big guy, so I feel as though if you add that into it, as long as I would really be that person that just immediately goes for a grip, and we're going to be wrestling, because like I know that you're one of the best, arguably the best boxer in the world. Like, I feel as though he got gypped out of the fight with Floyd Mayweather, but that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, there's wrestling and kicking involved in it. I believe that I could beat him because he's really like small, and I have the size, the height, and weight advantage on him. And once you add that into it, it's a whole different sport. Like with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, I promise you, if Floyd Mayweather went to fight in the UFC against Conor McGregor, and they could use grapples, he would get
demolished.
destroyed.
He would get demolished. There's no chance. There's
Yeah.
no chance. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Chris? Manny Pacquiao.
No. You can't beat him. I definitely can't beat him.
The striking man, like,
Would not survive.
he's a whole, like, his weight class is like one of the lowest ones, but just the striking, the power,
Yeah,
just the speed on it. It's just
For sure.
overwhelming. It's overwhelming.
And that wouldn't be a contest.
yeah. Just like Ryan Garcia.
Right?
Fast.
Yeah, it's just too fast. He's just way too fast. Now, this whole time that I've been asking you guys this, I've been thinking, like, wait, who could I probably beat up?
Yeah, who would you say you could beat?
I was thinking Messi, but no. I don't,
No.
because I no matter what, I still weigh like 40 pounds less than him. So, and the stamina as well. But let me think. There's probably a few soccer players that I could beat up.
What? LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball.
Dude, he's 6'7", right?
What? Bro, I
Yes,
did not
bro,
know that
he's
till
tall.
now.
LaMelo Ball.
I
is
just remember
tall.
him from being in high school, just being like the point guard, like the short bull. But if he's a point guard in the NBA, then yeah, he's probably at least 6'5".
He's 6'6".
See, yeah.
Yeah. He's tall.
Never.
You could
Yeah.
you could take Simone Biles.
Oh God.
Whoa. Hey man,
She's strong as hell, dude.
That's true.
She's
That's
strong
true.
as
you
hell.
hear how she grunts when she be hitting the ball?
Dude.
Are we, bro?
That's Serena.
I was thinking
That's
Serena
Serena.
Williams, bro. Oh
That's
my
Serena.
god,
That's
I was so
Serena.
thrown off. I was like,
Simone Biles is the
yeah,
gymnast.
the gymnastics person. Yeah.
Serena would kill me as well. Let's not
Oh,
get,
yeah,
let's
no,
not
that's
get
a
it
different
twisted. Let's not get it
conversation. That's a
twisted.
different conversation.
No, Simone Biles she's like 5'3", 5'2", probably.
No,
She's
she's shorter.
She's strong.
I thought she was like 4'11" or something like that.
You know what? I believe that.
Let me look it up.
No, actually, yeah, I think she is.
She's
But
very
gymnasts are
short.
so.
No, she's 4'8".
She's 4'8".
Yeah, she's tiny, bro. She's
But yeah,
very short.
Gymnasts are.
I
Strong.
mean, an amazing gymnast. You know,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
short. You know, height definitely helps in that field. But
There you go.
Oh, I got one. If Jake Paul could do it, Nate Robinson.
he's
Nate Robinson. I got it. I got Nate
bro,
Robinson.
the memes after that fight were too good.
Too good,
People
man.
were too quick with that, man. That was so funny.
Nate Robinson. I did not
Poor
expect that at all, dude. I'm like,
Poor
oh,
guy.
this guy's a NBA player. He's a baller. He dunked and he blocked Yao Ming.
1 point.
And just knockout by a guy that just got popular making bad jokes.
Right, honestly.
Like, literally. Like, oh my god, that was so disappointing. Everybody like, did you guys watch it live or just hear about it?
I watched it
I
live.
didn't see it.
I was with some friends watching it, and as soon as he dropped, it was quiet for like 30 seconds.
Really?
We were just like,
Bro, because nobody expected it. You know
Like,
what I mean? Like,
What the heck?
and it's just like, and like I understand boxing and like any sport, like talking crap is a part of the game.
it is.
But bro, you gotta back it up a little bit. Like, you gotta put up a good fight.
You have to, like, oh my god. Because the trash talking was going both ways.
Mhm.
It was like, Nate was like, I do this. Like, you don't take this seriously. Gets knocked out.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I could take Nate Robinson. I mean, like at his age right now. But I was thinking, I was like looking up soccer players, like kind of my height. There's this guy from Brazil called Bernard. He's 5'5", super fast. But he on FIFA, for example, his strength rating is like 30 something.
30.
Yeah, so he's known for being
Not that strong.
not that strong. So I'll probably take on him.
There you go.
But that's all I got for that one. That's all I got for that one.
Fair.
And I guess Nate Robinson right now. So I'll take that. That's a
There you
win
go.
for me. That's a win
Nate
for me.
Robinson.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, athletes, man. Nate Robinson. That whole fight. I
Funny.
can't believe that. But yeah, back to Aaron Donald. The man's a beast. Like the amount of work you have to put in to be able to just be in the NFL at that height and that position.
Yeah.
Like that's incredible. That's
For sure.
absolutely incredible.
And then maintain it. Like too. Like it's not like you just work up to it one time, but you have to keep pushing yourself and just keep growing and growing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see the Rams overall, like I don't think he'll ever he might leave that team, and if he does, not this year for sure, but I hope wherever he goes is like instant impact, dude.
Yeah.
Like, instant impact.
For sure.
I'm excited. Like I love tracking his career, even though he's only been at one place.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aaron Donald beat up a man in a bar. Why would you ever be in a bar and you see Aaron Donald and you're like, oh, I feel like talking trash to this guy?
Yeah.
how do you
Also, because I know that isn't the guy suing Aaron Donald?
probably
That's what I heard. So I want to know, how do you guys feel about this? Like, because athletes are humans too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guarantee you, though, if it was any other random person who got in a fight with that guy, the dude would not be suing him. But since it's Aaron Donald and he knows he has a lot of money, he's gonna try to get something out of it. And like, he's a human too. You know what I mean? Like, not to like say it was okay to be fighting, but like that's what happens. You know what I mean? And I feel as though like athletes kind of get certain privileges taken away, even though you may not think of them as privileges.
Yeah.
Like not getting sued for getting in a fight. That would never happen to me. I would never get sued for getting in a fight, but any athlete definitely would.
Definitely. Athletes get sued a lot for a lot of reasons. But yeah, that's the worst part of it, I think, because it was mutual. It wasn't like, oh, he just came up to him and beat him up. Like, it was definitely a bar fight, the essence of a bar fight.
Right.
The difference is that one guy is basically Superman, and the other guy, the other guy's just a random. But yeah, just a crazy topic to talk about and think about in Aaron Donald. But closing in on the last 10 minutes on the podcast, I do have some other things I want to bring up for sure. That is also more like the topics that we talked about earlier, but it's really random. It's completely random.
That's fun.
So just a few questions for you guys that I think are just random and interesting. So how many pillows do you guys have on your beds?
Any pillow?
How many?
One.
One pillow?
Just one.
Just one
and
pillow?
done.
I have 3 pillows. I know his neck is hurting. There's
Doesn't
no
hurt,
hurt,
bro. No. I believe that you should only have as much as you need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I only need one pillow. It gets the job done. I fold it, turns into 2 pillows. You know, you make do with what you got. And if I really need the extra support, I grab one of my hoodies or something, throw it under there. But you want me to go down to the store and pay for more pillows, bro?
I mean, it's down bad.
No. Use what you have. There's no point in all that extra stuff. Now, I mean, if you absolutely need, 3 pillows because you can't sleep without them, then go ahead, bro. Get your 3 pillows.
All right, what
bro.
about, do you have a mattress topper on your bed?
Nope.
Bro, you're sleeping on. These are prison beds, bro. I know you're not. I know your back is hurting.
Again, it does the job that it's supposed to do. I sleep on it. I wake up just fine.
When you
I don't
feel
need to
those metal springs in your back,
They're not that bad, bro. It's not that bad. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm perfectly fine with it.
How about you, Dashawn? You said 3 pillows?
Yeah, 3 pillows and a mattress topper. I gotta sleep comfortably. Otherwise, I already have back issues from being taller. Like, there's no way I could ever like handle that. And I used to only have 1 pillow. And then I started to get, not to like say that you aren't, but I started getting interested in girls. Like, they'd come over to my house and to like hang out and like just like, you know, watch TV, little Netflix, chill
movies,
out,
all that kind of stuff.
You can't both lay on 1 pillow.
Well, yeah. No, wait. We're talking about here at college versus if I'm like back home. That's different.
Yeah, I was just explaining why I have multiple pillows here because I also bring females to the room.
Right.
Here.
Yeah. No, I get that.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I also have 3 pillows. So you know,
hey,
let's go. I feel like it's the perfect amount. I don't know why, because like having 2 is like, oh, it's even. You know, this doesn't feel right. You gotta have 3. And I always rotate, like, oh, this one this day, like, or like, oh, this one's like warm. Let me get the cold one out.
Right.
You see, because there's nothing better than like a fresh, like cold pillow.
Yeah.
It feels amazing. You wouldn't know what that
I wouldn't
feels.
know about that. I did not know about that. No, man, you got to flip it over.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cold side.
I'll give you that. But yeah, so I have to have 3, and I don't know why I thought about that, but I really want to know what people like overall. I want to know what people overall think about what's the perfect amount of pillows to have on your bed. And that's in terms of like guys and girls as well.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna put it on my story, and I want to see like what the girls say is that like the most like the best amount of pillows to have, and then the guys, and see like what the difference is.
Yeah, because I know my last ex that I was with. Promise you, she had 8 pillows on her bed.
8 pillows.
And when I would spend the night at her house, and she would do this like on every day, would throw half of her pillows onto the floor and only sleep with like 2 of them. And I'm like, so why do you have all these extra pillows? She's like, because it looks cute.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get like a king size bed and you get the whole set, there are like throw pillows and pillows that are there for decoration, but you don't. There's 8 of them. Jeez.
Right.
You have like you have like 2 that are like you actually sleep on, then you have like maybe 2 like decorated ones, and then maybe like a throw pillow. So in total, maybe max 5. Like 8, that is a lot.
Yeah,
8 is a lot of pillows for sure. Yeah, I'm really curious. What do you guys think is going to be the answer for that?
I think the average would be 4.
4? You think the average is 4?
Yeah, because like here, the reason why I only have 3 here is because it's a twin. So the bed's not that big, and I just know most people usually at least have a full or a queen, and you can fit 2 on each side. And so if you have a partner or somebody come over to hang out, or even if it's just a friend to lay on your bed and you guys are chilling, 2 pillows for you, 2 pillows for them, because 1 pillow for 1 person is like you can't prop your head up to like watch the TV. You need at least like 2. You know what I mean? So I feel like you
guys have queens at home?
I have. I actually had a full, and my mom gave it to my little brother when I came to college. So
dang.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, I've always had a single. Always.
I think I had a full. For a little bit, and now in Texas I got a queen.
Whoa!
Hey, let's go.
Baller.
It's nice. It's nice. But I only have 3 pillows on that one as well. But that's why I feel like 3 is perfect. But I'm curious to see what the people say.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be on the Instagram as usual. I think I'm gonna do these weekly polls for the podcast. I really like them. Sure. I really like them.
Engaging with the community.
And then I'll see which one of you guys is right. You said 4.
4, yeah.
You think? How about you, Chris? Dose.
2.
Perfect. So we'll see how that goes. And now linking this up to, because this is basically talking about male like essentials like in living.
Okay.
I talked to Chris about this, and we had like the funniest conversation this morning with another friend of mine. Male fridges. Like your fridge, your personal fridge as a male, as a guy.
Yeah.
You know, usually when you're a family man, you got kids as well. It's usually like a job, like you both work, whatever. It's full, you know, it's nice, full pantry, whatever.
Sure.
When you're a guy by yourself, you can do the whole college as well, situation.
Yeah.
Let's say we didn't have like a meal plan and stuff like that. We had to do our own food and stuff, all that. What would you have in your fridge? Like what can you survive with?
It's all gonna be takeout and leftovers. Maybe like 1 soda can. Throw the receipt in there too.
This is the thing. There's 2 approaches. You could probably do you stack it, or do you stack it like, oh, I want to eat good and make something for myself every day, or just survive?
For me, more so surviving. Like, because like I don't know, because like it's so weird because I don't like spending money on things that I know are going to like disappear quick. Like I hate spending money on food because like I was hungry, but like I could have gotten something cheaper. Like you know what I mean?
I do that too as well. Like it's gonna be it's gonna be special
Yeah.
most of the time. Like, oh, I'm really feeling this.
Yeah,
For sure.
but so yeah, I would probably just be living off the bare minimum. Like have water, probably a water bottle that I refill wherever I'm at and keep in there. Because like if you fill it and then leave it in the fridge, like it gets the taste if it's like tap water out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I would definitely have some apples or oranges. I would need some type of fruit. Like I love to eat like just a little bit healthier. Some milk for cereal, because cereal for me is an essential. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Yeah.
Not true.
And
It's a myth. Anyway, good.
And the other thing that I would have in there would probably be just like very basic, easy things to make. Like if I had Tupperware filled with like soup and stuff. Like I'd probably have cans of soup. I'd have like
the mac and
soup.
cheese.
Yeah,
Mac and cheese.
No, honestly though, but yeah. What would you guys have in your fridges?
What you got, Chris? What you got?
I love cooking, so if I had the means and the space to do it, I would definitely cook for myself. But if we're having like fridge like this or living a life like I am right now, then for sure, very similar to what Sean was saying, just the bare essentials, something I could just snack on, throughout the day, or and I would go out and eat. I would, just leftover takeout, that kind of stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Like we're simple creatures.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
honestly. We're simple. Like the water bottle, you can refill it.
For sure.
Like the only things I've brought back are like that are not takeout, stuff like that, like leftovers. Is like pretzels, Pop-Tarts,
like snacks,
things like that, snacks.
Yeah.
But then straight up food like ham and then like sandwiches, I feel like I should just go somewhere like somewhere pretty cheap to get that.
Sure.
But I do love paying attention to that. Like I think it's really funny like seeing what we have in our fridge.
Yeah, in my condiments. Like the
condiments.
barely ever use the barbecue sauce. I promise you, it's the same. It's the same bottle of barbecue sauce.
2 years.
It stays there. It stays
Honestly,
It's permanent.
it's never
For sure.
going.
That
Dude.
the barbecue sauce.
Oh my
of course. It's things like that make our like guy fridge.
At my fridge,
good.
I come. We have this jar. We have this like thing of tartar sauce. I swear, like nobody ever. It's like we bought it. I think maybe like a year ago. I think we probably used like maybe that much. And I have a bottle like probably like 5 inches. It's still in there, and I'm like I keep telling myself, I'm like, all right, let's throw that out today. I'll get it later. Never do, but
That's what happens. That's what happens, dude. Oh man, but yeah, the fridge is. It's just random things like that I just think about. Like, yeah, that's hilarious. Like our fridges are so empty for no reason.
I don't have at least I thought I didn't have until the other night ice cube trays. Like I did not think I had ice in there because like I don't use ice cubes. Like
the other day we saw this whole ice tray in there. It was full. Sean was like, "Bro, since when do we have ice?" I was like, "We have ice."
I do not know my freezer.
It's always been there. The only reason why I know is because I got like a leftover ice cream and I opened it and put it down. I'm like, oh, we have ice trays.
Dude, last semester Sean had these ice cream cups that he got from the Common, and I swear, like 2 of them. I swear this guy never ate them. They just sat there the entire time. Every time I opened the freezer, it was literally the empty ice tray had the 2 things of ice cream. Like, Sean, you eating these ice creams? He's like, yeah, I'll get some. All right.
I just forget
Next day,
about
I'm
it.
like, hey, Sean, you eating these, bro? I'm going to throw them out. No, I'm going to eat them. All right, bro.
There's all this ice and frost on it. Like, it's definitely not good anymore.
Freezer burnt.
The signs are there, like, just throw this away. Like,
yeah, but it's like,
it's time.
I still want it.
I get you. I get you.
I want the
Just in
option.
case.
I want
I get you.
the option.
I like going through my day and just thinking like, wow, I have an ice cream at home that I could eat whenever I want.
Oh man, the worst. Like, do you guys have siblings?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever like been at school and like at the end of the day you're like, oh, I can't wait to eat this leftover that I've been saving at home, and you come home
and they ate it.
to somebody eating it?
Dude,
that's the worst,
bro.
That's the worst.
I'm like ready to like shoot on sight, bro. I'm like, where's my food? Not literally, but
I get you.
Like, bro.
Yeah,
that's a rumble.
it definitely is.
That's
and
funny.
yeah, because I have 2 younger siblings, so that's all they do. That's all they do. But yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm really excited as well to go back home and see a full fridge in front of me.
Oh my gosh.
I'm also looking forward to that,
For
and not
sure,
always
bro.
having to go out and get food myself, because I like helping cooking and cooking.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
I miss that. I miss cooking.
I don't know how to cook,
meals.
and my mom doesn't cook, and I'm hungry all the time. When I'm back home, I love being at college. The food's prepared for me. I can get it whenever I want.
I mean, that's nice. Like, you never run out, but I miss like making my own stuff, and I'm tired of eating pizza.
Yeah, definitely pizza all the time. But yeah, that's another conversation that I love having, and something else that I just love bringing up things like that on a lunch table scenario. But that is gonna be it. That is gonna be it from you guys. That was a great.
Thank you
Great
so much
time.
for having
Thanks,
us,
Juan.
man.
Absolutely,
Appreciate you.
absolutely. We're gonna get more of these out with these amazing guests. But that is going to do it for this episode of Lunch Table Talks. I am Juan Mendez. Thank you so much. This was episode number 3, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you.